Hi there, I'm going to give you a little bit of an introduction into doing mandalas. Now mandalas are paintings that have been around for thousands of years. They're generally paintings done in circular, concurrent circles, in spirals, with repeated patterns. So I've developed my own style of mandala using crayon drops. So that's what the first thing we're going to do is, you can see my card, my encaustic card for this one is approximately an 8 by 10. So what I'm going to do is hold the iron upside down. I've wrapped the cord around my arm so that I don't have any cord dragging, and I've turned the iron on high. Now this is the only time that we use the iron on high, really, is when we're melting wax. So what we're going to do is you're just going to hold the crayon against the tip of the iron, and I'm going to drop dots of colors. Now when I'm doing my mandalas, I like the attention to be drawn to the center, so I generally will use lighter colors in the center. So you can see I'm adding second drops here, and I'm just going to keep on doing this, and we'll come back when I've got the paper all ready to go. Okay, now we're back. I've got approximately half of the paper covered with drops of different colors. Now what I want you to do is find your center point of the paper and just sit your finger there. I want you to take your iron and just very gently lay it on the paper. Allow those dots to drop and melt underneath it, and then I want you to peel the iron up like that. So you can see what this has done. It has melted the drops so that they're blending in with each other. So I'm going to make my center point now. So you can see the colors blending together and drying. I've turned the iron back down from hot to low for this process. And again, you're just rolling that up. And with this one. Now that I have the center of my mandala, I'm going to add some more colors, drops of colors around here. So when I'm ready to go on to the second layer, we'll come back. Alright, we're going to see a little more magic with our mandalas. So first we put the drops on the center of the page, and we've laid the iron down in all four different directions, south, north, east, and west. And now while we were away, I was putting some more drops down. I want to show you just a little bit about the dropping process. So when I'm melting the crayon against the faceplate, I'm actually tapping the paper. That way I have a little bit more control over the size of the dots. If you hold the paper up like this, you can see that the dots become much larger. If they drip farther, they're going to be larger. So this is a way of having a little more control over the size of the dots, is you actually tap the paper with the dots. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the second round around. So I have north, south, east, and west. This time I want to put the tip of the iron right in this beautiful little divot that is made here. And I'm going to do the exact same process. I'm just going to lay the iron down and give it a moment to melt. There we go. You can see at the side of the iron that the crayon is melting, and I'm going to peel that iron back, and that's what you get there. So I'm going to show you the placement of the next four. Again, you can see you don't need to press very hard, and then I want you to peel it up. So again, we're doing this in real time, so you can see it takes very, very little time. Beautiful. And I have one more here. If this happens, if some of the dots don't melt entirely, all you have to do is just place the iron back down, give it another moment, and peel it back. Okay, so my next round around, I'm going to actually bring, so the tip of the iron was here, all four tips met in the center. The next round, the tips were down, have been pulled back. This time, the tips will be pulled back here. So I'm going to go in the space between these, bring the iron up there, and peel the crayon. So we're going to fit all four of. So the tips of these are pretty equal in placement to these ones that I've. And you can see I'm actually wiping the iron off between times that I put the iron down. Gives you a nice clean faceplate. Keeps the colors more vibrant. So here's the last one around here. Gorgeous. There we go. So that's the beginning of the mandala. What I'm going to do now is add some more drops around the outside until it's all covered. I'm going to choose some more different colors, and we'll come back and I'll show you how to finish this off. Alright, so I finished putting all the dot works on. So now what I'm going to do is just bring the tip up right into all of these little points here that I've made with the iron. And don't forget, we're going to wipe the iron between each time. So I'm going to start here. It doesn't really matter at this point where you start. And we're going to peel that. Oh, that's beautiful. This layer I'm going to overlap slightly so that all of the card is covered with wax. Just a reminder that I've turned the iron back down to low again. When we do the drips, it's nice to have it on high. So I'm just going to finish this going around, and then I'll come back when it's all done and I'll show you how to polish it up and finish it. Alright, so here's the mandala roughly finished. So you can see I've just taken the iron and filled in all the spots. Now, don't forget to polish this up. And these mandalas are beautiful just on their own, but I would usually now go in with my stylist and do some silver trimming on this and add things, so you can do anything you want. But this is your basic mandala that you do with drops of Crayola crayon. Enjoy.